Welcome back to the channel and to even more 2K24 things you might not know, the series where we take a look at the many amazing details that this year's game features. First up today, let's talk the Trading Blows minigame. So you probably know this is a new feature in the game and can be triggered by holding down strike once per superstar per match. But what you might not know is that you can actually make little taunts during it, which is done the same way you make a regular taunt, which is via the D-pad. Previously in the series, we covered how the crowd will acknowledge Roman Reigns when he does his taunt, but he is not the only superstar that features an interactive crowd reaction, as if you play as RVD, he has something similar when you do his trademark taunt. This not only works by doing the taunt generally, but also works during the barricade leg drop.
Draping his opponent over the barricade, the wheels are turning for RVD on the apron. Eyes locked. Here he comes. Wow! Corkscrew leg drop.
So in this year's game, Indus might be a team by default, but make their way to the ring individually. So what you might not know is that despite this, they do actually feature their own set of entrance graphics. So one of this year's new legends was George the Animal Steel and had fought the 2K Showcase, who features this awesome detail of biting off the turnbuckle pad during his winning scene. Next up, let's now talk crowd chants. So when playing as Roman Reigns, you'll often hear his Money in the Bank "If you hate Roman Reigns, stand up" chant that took place at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now this chant does seem to be more common in the Money in the Bank arena as intended, although it does occasionally pop up in other arenas as well. Another chant we're covering today is one for Baron Corbin, who features a Go Back to Raw chant when featuring in NXT. As we previously covered, this year's ability to throw weapons can be pretty awesome, but a thing that you might not know is that if your superstar is carrying a table, that will serve as protection from thrown weapons and will block any weapons coming your way. This one also works with a ladder. So previously in the series, we've covered how this year's ladder match features some small new additions, such as 2 titles hanging above the ring in a double title match, and even brand new single title winning scenes for ladder matches as well. But what you still might not know is that there is also a newly added tag team title winning scene for ladder matches as well. To see it have 2 superstars win the tag team titles in a ladder match, but as it currently stands, the superstars can't be an official team, as if they are, it would instead revert to their official tag team winning scene. Sticking with tag teams, this year's game features 2 brand new tag team champion entrances. So we've got one for Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and another for RK Bro, despite Matt Riddle not being featured in the game.
Green and Niven possess a continuity that borders the unorthodox, but when they focus on the same target, they get the job done.
Yeah, they're united by their desire to rule the women's division at any cost and make the entire WWE universe miserable.
When you're talking about the biggest and baddest, Piper and Chelsea aren't part of the conversation. They are the conversation.
So previously in the series, we covered a bunch of special audio that this year's game features, and today we have got a little more to add to that list, with today's theme being unique audio that takes place when select superstars make their entrance in a Royal Rumble.
The smallest Rumble winner in history. Can Ray make history again? And here comes the man with the most Rumble eliminations ever, the Big Red Monster. Here comes the winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble, Shinsuke Shinsuke Nakamura. Cena is out of the Royal Rumble. And here comes the winner of the 1993 Royal Rumble, Yokozuna.
Pick.
Here comes two-time Royal Rumble winner, the Animal, Batista. Here comes The Undertaker, looking to win his second Royal Rumble.
And gather himself.
It's fight night. Sheamus looks to win another Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble to go. And Triple H looking to win his third Royal Rumble. Oh my God. And here's the record-holding three-time Rumble winner, Steve Austin.
In the last episode, we covered a modern ECW arena that you can see in this year's GM mode. And added to that, we've also got a modern looking WCW one as well, which is also exclusive to my GM mode. In a similar way, when being drafted to WCW, certain superstars will feature some special unique draft lines.
WCW drafts The Undertaker.
Undertaker in WCW? What's next? The Dead Rising?
WCW picks Scott Hall.
Survey time is back as Scott Hall joins WCW.
WCW selects Shawn Michaels.
The impossible has happened. HBK in WCW.
WCW picks Booker T.
Booker T looking to become a six-time WCW champion.
WCW picks Steve Austin.
They fired him, and now WCW has brought back Steve Austin.
WCW selects AJ Styles.
AJ going back where it all started for him to WCW.
WCW drafts Shane McMahon.
And the name on the WCW contract says Shane McMahon.
This year's game features some pretty cool audio for Rikishi, as the game will now acknowledge Rikishi as part of the Bloodline, as well as the Usos being his sons.
Don't be fooled by his dance moves. This is the 425-pound foundation of the Bloodline.
Yeah, when the party's over, it's gonna be painful. And you're looking at the man who says when the party's over.
Not only an all-time great, but the father of Jimmy and Jey Uso. The real person responsible for their tag team prowess, Saxton.
And their dance moves, too. Hey, guys, you think Rikishi would give me a dance lesson?
Absolutely not, Saxton. With any luck, you'll get a stink face.
No. Rikishi wouldn't do that to me.
And last up today, old but gold, definitely not a new one, but one that remains as awesome as ever. We have got the ring breaking superplex. So this one works the same way as it did last year, and no longer requires any finishers. Instead, wait for your opponent to be pretty damaged, then put them on the top rope, and simply hold X on PlayStation or A on Xbox. Now this one won't work every single time, but when it does, you will see the ring breaking superplex. As always, share me in the comments more things you think should be featured. Stay tuned for more new episodes coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.